time under tension. So
I
thank you for that. The other thing is it's
thanks,
the
bud.
time under tension. It's the minimizing the rest time between reps. That's how people get really good and strong. So when you can get 10 calls before 2 p.m. on your first day, you get good at it fast. Like, think about how much you would have to dial to really get into 10 presentations and the discouragement that comes along with that for a brand new person that's never done anything like this before. But if they can get a taste of it and they can have the conversations and they feel like they're helping people and they get married an insurance policy with Aetna when everybody else told them no, or she gets qualified, select two with Americo when she got declined by three other people, all of a sudden the agent goes, wow, I'm really doing good. I'm helping these people out. I'm going to get this deposit. I can do it. When somebody thinks they can do it, it's more powerful than anything else we can do. Our whole goal is to get people to believe that they can do it. Once that happens, everything else becomes easier. And so, as a manager for a long time, our main job has been keeping people up while they're going through the pit of discouragement to get them to survive long enough to succeed. And that's actually the wrong role for us. The right role for us is somebody now believes in themselves. How do we make sure they can be really, really profitable and have a plan for long-term success? So it's changed the whole dynamic. Now, what's interesting is, and we've seen this, is that people that start with inbound calls, they'll dial too. It's easier to actually get that person to go dial than it is to try to rope Lucy in and try to sell her on while dialing all day is a good idea. All she needs is a few deposits and she will dial all day. That's how it goes. So I'm super excited about it. I appreciate you guys for hanging in. I'm telling you, it's going to get so much. Yes, momentum is the key. It's all about momentum. It's super speedy, massive action. And on the recruiting side, guys, Huver is doing. He has a Huver had like 30 people at the conference that weren't even licensed, and he got them there with like 5 days to go, which was crazy. Um, okay, I don't know if I should talk about this because it's too new. Okay, and then I'm gonna. How much time we got? Oh, we're gonna let Heather talk, but I got to share this with you guys because this is, I've been doing this 12 years, and it makes me. It's so easy to forget how fortunate we actually are. Like we are so blessed because we can make decisions, most all of us, pretty quickly. Like ever since I got my insurance license, I didn't have to think about how much was in my checking account as often. Like I was more resourceful because I could get daily deposits. And we talk about these big numbers so much, but I want you guys to just understand how much or how little could actually change someone's life. So I met a person who had an incredibly traumatic family tragedy. And she was kind of standoffish. She really didn't want to talk much. She was kind of reserved. And I got the opportunity to just sit there at dinner and just talk. And I asked her this question and she let something out. And I go, man, that was hard. What you just explained there was something that most people's worst nightmare, what you just explained there. And I said, how much money do you need to make? And what's it going to do? And she goes, well, if I made $6,000 a month, I could go to South Carolina and spend time with the grandkids. And they really need me right now. And I can't hardly even talk about it because it makes me want to cry. Because $6,000 a month would change that person, her husband, her grandkids, their mom. It would change all of their lives in an incredibly traumatic thing that occurred. Like it is the most life changing thing. I can't even express to you how life changing it would be for her to make $6,000 a month. That would change everything. And guys, we can do that. I mean, freaking Joshua sold one for $5,800 yesterday on a 43-minute phone call. Like we can do that. And that's what it's really about. And as soon as that person get some people on the phone and make some sales and get some deposits, her belief level is going to be so high, she'll be unstoppable because she has a real reason to do it, like a real why. It's not just like, hey, I want to buy a new car, or I'm not discounting people's whys, but some whys are bigger than others, you know? And so, dude, good job, Colin. Colin's around 10K on inbounds. Good work. All right. So, um,
So what I was
yeah,
going to say, not to discount that story, because that's, I mean, we all have that, but not all that. Definitely not all that. But the thing is that I'm different. So when you guys were talking about how you're talking about sending you a sheet and finding out what, guys, I don't think that way. Like I've never even looked to see who charges me what. And maybe that's my bad spending skill or habit. I don't think so. I think it's just how I move forward. It's my, like, I've just got to do, it's tunnel vision, it's simplified. If I make it too complicated, I'm wasting time on thinking about crap like that and trying to figure it out. I'm really good at percentages. I'm a mom. I like to have sales, percentages, sales. I'm good at that. But all this other stuff, I don't even know. In fact, the I had to figure it out how to look up how much I know how much money I've made, like Colin. This week just I haven't turned it on fully, but I'm at 60 or 6,700 this week. But I had to go figure out while you were talking earlier what I've spent. And to do that 6,700, I only spent 1,700. Now, are some of those false charges? I don't know, and I don't really care because I'm doing pretty well otherwise. Like, okay, so if they charge me another $55, like I understand people who are like, well, I don't have the money for that $55. You do if you disregard all that and just keep writing. Like that's what you just keep that button on. That's where my head is. And you might disagree with me and that's fine. But
I
it
totally
works
agree
for
with
me
you.
because I don't have to waste time thinking about crap like that. I don't have time for
You know
that.
how many, you know how many lead credits Sean Mike has ever requested?
Probably none.
0. We used to
Yeah.
get in trouble for requesting lead credits.
Yeah, it's just it's like, you know what, I know you value your money and so do I, but I also value my time more. And for me to
Yep.
take the time to go download a chart, go look to see which answered call, blah, 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 you just wasted probably 20 to 30 minutes of your time, which you could have had on the button and not, and you, and if you're not making sales, then have somebody, I don't even know how you couldn't make sales. That's why anybody new coming in here, I am, this is what they're doing. They're not even buying leads at first. Like, why would I have them do that? That's to me, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, why would they do that? They should be focused on this. The other number, the reason why I had a huge turnaround, Trey, was because before in Ringba, you never, or I'm not blaming you, I didn't know, or I didn't hear, or it was never said a certain number. I'm very simple. I'm a simple person. I can't get complicated. But then one day you said 3 out of 10 calls, just take 3 out of 10 calls over the 90 seconds. And I'm like, okay. So I simply every single day, all I do is I put 10 squares on my paper. I haven't taken any calls today, but 10 squares every single day on my paper. If it comes in and they hang up, I put an X. If it comes in and I hang up, I put an X. If I get too close to 5 without taking one over, which I never do, I usually take the second one that comes in. If I take one, I put a check mark. That means it went over the 90 seconds. Now, if you do 3 of those before you get to like 7 squares, you're safe. Like, okay, I might even take a fourth because the guy was only 56 and he sounded healthy. He didn't sound like he was on his deathbed. Then I'm 4 out of 10, right? And then if I take over 10, I just move on to my next 10 squares. It's so simple. Like I if you tell me a number, I'm going to do it. Now, if you come back and say later on, well, it's now 5 out of 10, I'd be like, okay, now I know my numbers. It's if you guys try to skirt the system, or if you try to count calls that, like, because I don't know the answer. I don't know if I should count the calls that they come in and they immediately hang up before I even say anything. I don't know. I count them anyways. So I didn't, that's how I keep my numbers. Very simple, 10 squares, next 10 calls that day. And it's just per day. I don't add them up all week. I don't, I just day by day by day. So that's the
What
simplified version.
what have you noticed by just forcing people past 90 seconds? Is your close rate pretty much the same? Are you closing people that thought it was free initially?
I actually don't get a lot of that. If I do, they'll just hang up, typically.
Yeah.
Um, I
Well,
have
let's do your
noticed
script too. We should do
it's
your script,
it's
but we don't have to do that right now.
it's
But we
it's
need to get to
your script. It's literally a marriage of Dom's script and Janelle's script.
Janelle's.
Yeah. And I just simply said, "This is Heather," and I it's tonality too, guys. Don't ask two questions in one question. So I did hear a lot of my agents asking two questions. So you have to say, "This is Heather Robeson with the Life Insurance Department on a recorded line. Are you looking for the affordable life insurance or final expense coverage today?" Don't say affordable life insurance or final expense because then you're waiting for an answer. You need a yes or no. Don't, because
Okay.
otherwise you're wasting time on them saying, well, I think it's the life insurance, or I'm looking for the, I don't care what they're really looking for. I'm just making sure that that's who they are. Oh, no, I'm looking for benefits. Okay, then if you're calling about benefits, you do qualify for coverages. I mean, this is all on your script, right?
Right.
And if they say,
Yep.
no, I thought it was free, nothing's free, even your funeral, took that from you. The benefits are tax-free. Unfortunately, they are affordable. Do you have a budget for life insurance at all? Or you currently have life insurance or you're looking to add a bit more? Ask those questions. Those are the ones you want to feed. If they have, well, no, I don't have any kind of budget. Okay, well, this isn't a free. And then at that point, depending on how many check marks I have, I'll either try to feed them past the 90 seconds if I need that check mark, which I typically don't, or I'll just be like, no, it's definitely not something free. Nothing's free in this world. Don't ever click on, I literally say this, don't ever click on anything that you think is free because it's not. Because I don't
Right.
want somebody like tricked. Like I don't want them tricked. And they'll be like, okay, thank you so much. And they'll hang up.
Got it.
But I mean, I'll
Yeah.
turn them on. Like yesterday, I got to only turn it on. Well, I had more activity in the morning than the evening, which I think is going to change, right? Like I'm sure over
Right.
time
Yeah.
it'll change.
It's totally going to change.
I turned it on, got one that just hung up on me before anything. So I mark it with an X. And then the next one was a $2,800 sale. And that was the all for the day that I got to do. I had, I had, 10 marks yesterday, and three, no, I had four that I took. And I take them
I
if
love it.
they're within, 85. Um, if they're within if they sound like they're not dying, if I can't understand them and I've already got two check marks, I will hang up on those people. Because if you can't understand them, it's going to be a long, agonizing phone call. I got one guy the other day. Oh my gosh, he was so mad. He was so mad because everybody kept hanging up on him, thinking, shit, what's wrong with this guy? Right. But I stuck with him. I stuck with him. He's got multiple policies, and I've got to try to, he got declined with Americo already. So today I'm going to try to get him another company. He just wants one policy, not multiple policies, and it's a $45,000 total. It's
I
like
love that.
$243 with Americo. He doesn't even care if the price is the same. He just wants one policy. But people kept hanging up on him. I'm like, I'll take you any day.
Question.
Amen.
I have a
Well,
question
good
for
job.
Heather. Is
Super
that
helpful. Go
okay?
ahead, Wally.
Heather, did you find out how to get the like lead credit cash to get to your other agents? Like I had like a small competition like after convention and I wanted to get those girls their lead cash to do the
I,
inbound. Did you figure out how to do it?
yeah, you can just do a voucher. And if you buy a
Oh,
voucher for them, you can actually have a match to one, which is what I do. If they spend one, I give them one.
okay.
Mm,
It's right
That's
in
cool.
your lead center under manage leads. It says vouchers. You can buy them for people and you can assign them to your agents.
That's cool. Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Good question. Thank you, Wally. All right. Well, that was super helpful, Heather. I mean, it really is just as simple as tracking what you're doing and making sure you're taking three past 90 seconds. Um, and it gets you out of the mindset of trying to beat the buzzer all the time. I mean, some people are just trying to beat the buzzer all the time, and that's not what it is. Like, Let's get in the mindset of taking three past 90 seconds no matter what, and try to find the ones that actually want to get it. Because some people too, if you hit them with budget stuff so quickly, it pushes it backs them into a corner and they don't like it. Like they'll spend money. I listen to all the recordings, and the amount of people that are coming through going, "Oh, I'm just looking for the $25,000 benefit," and then the agent will go, "Well, I'm going to do my best to find you the most affordable monthly premium. Is that all right?" They'll say, "Yeah." Like that's permission. Like you just said, affordable. Like let's just keep rolling. And then I think one of the things that people are screwing up before the 90 seconds is they wait too late to find out the age. Um,
That's like I don't even ask the state because I'm licensed in all states. So if you're not and you do, guys, if you're not licensed in all the states, then this is you're spending less money on leads right now. You are. And don't spend less money on your business and not actually make it fruitful. So if you're getting a state you're not licensed in, um, I mean, you can hang up on them, but I wouldn't. I would just add the state. It's going to make your business more fruitful, right?
yep,
Unless it's
that's
like
right.
California,
Florida.
Florida, New York. Don't ever buy New York. It's dumb. But anyways, my first question is, and after I say, in case we get disconnected, and I do ask that question because sometimes I want to make sure, first and foremost, it's the only information we have is their phone number. We don't have their names yet, right? So it is a phone number. So in case we get disconnected, is this a good callback and texting number? Because that makes us, able to text them. And then they say yes, and I read it to them, right? And then if we do get disconnected, I'm going to be calling you from an 860 number. And I do say it slowly just so they get that. I sometimes will say that's a Connecticut number, but I am located in Texas. Is that okay? Yes. Okay, great. And how old are you today, sir? 75. All right, perfect. Are you currently living independently or in a nursing home or rehab? Guys, the only way I would ever hang up on a person who's 75 and living in a nursing home, that's when I would hang up because we can and again, not if I had no calls taken at more than three, right? So you
Yes,
know what I mean? Like just know your numbers. But if they're living in a nursing home, we can't really do anything anyways because nursing homes take their money. If they're living in a rehab center because they're having rehab, we can still insure them, right? And then the independent question is, are they living with their kid? Don't hang up with that. If they're saying, no, I live with my son, don't hang up with them. You might get the son on the phone, right? You want that son on the phone. You want that person who's there to help them, especially if it's a signature issue, right? So then if I get back, the next question is, does anybody help you with your finances or making financial decisions? Now, I'm not going to hang up on the person who says, yeah, my daughter does. What I'm going to do is take them over that not 90 seconds and then get the phone number of the daughter and make an appointment with that person. I don't hang up on that. That's just solid. I'm not going to waste my time. I need your daughter's number. Let's set up a time to. And I've gotten a lot of them who are like, yeah, and call my daughter, and then I text the daughter, and they're like, leave my mom alone. I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. And sure, I took it over the 90 seconds, but then I've got the person who's like, thank you so much. Yeah, we need to get this done, blah, blah, blah. So don't make that a factor. It's just knowledge to get you off the phone quicker after that 90 seconds and set up an appointment quicker. We would do that anyways, but sometimes we take forever to act, or we don't listen. We don't listen to the person who says, "Oh, my daughter here, yeah, she's helpful, blah blah blah." And then we're like, "Okay, now what's your banking?" "Oh, my daughter does it." Shit, I just wasted 45 minutes, right? It's just time. You got to protect your time. And that's it. As
yes,
soon as I know that, the next question is, are you looking to start coverage today because you currently don't have any life insurance? Are you looking to add because what you don't have is enough? Or are you looking for better rates on what you have? That's just a curiosity question to lead into. All right, great. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. This is going to take about 15 minutes. Now that's always gone over the 90 seconds. And then they say, oh, well, I'm in the car. I can't grab paper. That's okay. Perfect. When is the next time? You're going to do this anyways. When's the next time you're parked, right? Or pull over or whatever. We're virtual guys. Nobody wants to be on the phone for more than 30, 40 minutes. So get those
yes.
questions out of the way.
Well, I love that. All that stuff is so good. Like I'm gonna edit this and just put those things together because a lot of people are, they're trying to set appointments before the 90 seconds. And if the publishers see that, they freak out. There's all these red flags. Like, oh my God, they're getting everybody's phone number. They're trying to call them back before they pay for the lead. If you're gonna set an appointment, just pay for the lead. It's what we did, it's what we used to do anyway. You know, and you close them when you call them. Which is awesome. This is good stuff. Thank you for this.
I did put
Um,
the link to my website, it's m-hlifeinsurance.com. It's this, and if you scroll down, you'll see inbound lead script. It's there.
Sweet. And I'm gonna put that on the boot camp. I'm gonna put Heather's on the boot camp. I'm gonna take this video, I'm gonna edit it, and I'm gonna put that on the boot camp too. So you guys have it. Thank you for this. This was really good. Paul has a question. Paul, you're probably asking about your credits. Uh, if you are,
We can't.
uh,
There he goes.
No, I know you're not. Don't worry. I know you're gonna take care of that. I wanted to just add to what Heather said. I track using the gold card that I received in boot camp. I track my calls on Friday, and she's exactly right. I mean, the contacts every time I talk to somebody, that's a contact. How many presentations? I did 5 presentations, and I made one sale. But I'm tracking it so that I'll know how many calls are coming in and how many I'm actually taking past the 90 seconds. So
good job.
that gold card will help is what I'm suggesting.
And your
And
numbers
it's
have
in the
improved a ton too, by the way, just like Heather's. So you guys are all doing it right. That's great. Thank you for that. Good job. All right. Well, we don't normally take this long on the morning calls. I want you guys to start taking some calls. So we'll jump off. If anybody has any questions, text me and I'll be in the Telegram today. We'll be posting and everybody post their sales. It's super motivating when you guys post your sales in there because it helps people realize that, hey, people are actually selling these. A lot of people sell them and don't ever post. So if you can post in the Integrity Connect inbound call Telegram whenever you make a sale, it's motivating for everybody. And then we can share that on social media. And just like Heather said in the beginning that we didn't record, um, go back to your agents that struggled, that you liked, that were good people, that just couldn't figure it out because they couldn't dial 10 hours a day and they didn't have that discipline yet. And let's force them to have the discipline where they're talking to 10 people before 2 o'clock. That'll they'll answer their phone, they'll stay on Zoom with us, they'll stay on Discord with us, whatever it is that we're using, and they'll develop the discipline by talking to people about life insurance that want life insurance. And there's some really good people out there that the second time around, they're much better than they were the first time. Believe me. So, all right. Well, thank you for this, guys. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Trey.
Thank you.
I have to leave and shut this down or shut myself down to stop the recording.